those drag down back air setups. And he is so good at playing coy, where you're like, I know that I can get the kill. You're at that percent. I'm going to search for my confirm. And then he's Yoshi, so he's always just out of your range and then fly by back in. Like,
yeah. Yeah, Danbi does not care that this might be a losing or even matchup. He makes it look like all the other ones in DFW.
Really solid. But, of course, Cheeks is typically a very solid defensive player who doesn't fall victim to the dashing a little bit too far, you know, getting caught by the game of inches.
Yeah.
So we'll see how he's able to adjust to it. I think you said Danbi was able to take it last time, but
Yeah.
down to the wire, and Cheeks is one of the more adaptive players in the region. I expect to see an exciting, definitely, I mean, this is best of 5, we're going to go to game 5.
Okay, for sure.
That's what I would see.
That's what I'd want to see.
I love to see it. Ooh, the parry, and I love that from Danbi to not just try to punish where Cheeks was, because he knows he doesn't have frames to punish that on parry, but to chase the roll. Danbi's already looking for the next options.
Ooh. And didn't get it the first time, but catching it the second time. And the third time.
Yeah, the thing that he adjusted the second time was he didn't go for the typical 2-frame coverage. He went, oh no. He went for the up above, where Palus will do that thing where they don't grab the ledge with it, or they go a little bit high. That time, Danbi just not able to recover with the air dodge, didn't go far enough, and that's a huge advantage for Cheeks. Danbi was at like 60% and had a huge momentum swing.
Yeah, and Danbi throws out some of these moves. Sometimes you just got to be like, I'm staying in shield, I'm staying in shield. You know, you feel like that scene in Jurassic Park where you're just standing behind, you're like, I know the T-Rex is right there, but if I don't do anything.
If I don't move, you can't see me.
Exactly.
She can't see me.
Yeah.
All the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park are women. Very fun fact.
Very fun fact. Oh, not reading the roll in. Usually Danbi gets those, you know. You get
Cheeks
so
staying
scared,
strong?
you're like, oh, I'm rolling in. But
Yeah. He said, look, if you're going to kill me for staying center stage, then you got it.
Yeah.
You earned it. But I am not giving you the scared roll away.
I'm loving this evasiveness coming out from Cheeks. Taking that SD from Danbi and just pushing it as far as he can.
I am shook that Danbi was able to fall below the auto reticle and still pop the egg.
Yeah. Sometimes Yoshi just low profile stuff, and you're like, I was playing Relo at LTC, and I'm like, why did that whiff?
Right.
Like my forward tilt went over you.
This exaggerated dinosaur. Like you saw that up tilt, he ducked his whole body down, and the tail flew up in the air.
Yeah.
He is a cartoon dinosaur.
So true.
He would belong perfectly in the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Ooh, there, Danbi, again, he was just waiting outside of Cheeks' range. Dash right back into it just in time to block the dash attack. He's playing at a range that feels tasty.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to hit him.
Yeah, and that's the lure of Danbi. Danbi's like, hey, I'm right here. It's, you know, come hit me with an aerial. And then next thing you know, you've taken 40% just for trying to hit a shield or just being in the general area.
He's done a pretty good job of closing that damage gap as well. Cheeks is doing a good job on defense, like whenever he's put in tech situations, of mixing that up so that Danbi's not finding these finishers and not extending extra far, but he's done a good amount of damage.
Wow, really nice job going off stage. Knowing that Yoshi pretty much gets back to ledge for free, and they pick an option from there on, catching him with the up air.
Yeah, that is the classic mix of, it's a little bit of a sleight of hand trick where you run off and you're like, ah, look at me, I'm over here.
Yeah.
It's safe for you to try to ledge trap me now.
Oh, wow. Really good coverage by Cheeks.
Yeah, I love the use of Palutena. I've noticed it most, like Louis Money is really...
And Chag as well.
Yeah, just started using that downer as a huge combo extend. You don't need a spike. What you need is that perfect angle to set up these back airs.
Yeah, and especially out of shield too, because it's just like they've hit your shield and you're immediately, you know, under you.
Yeah. What is it about these Kid Icarus characters and downer out of shield?
Yeah, right.
Very few and far between that you see that option.
But like I said, you know, there was that set where Cheeks had that lead and Danbi just ever so slowly creeps.
What is going on? They're both just stopped moving entirely. And I don't know if it's somebody said, hey, this is something with my controller or what.
Okay.
But that, at first I thought that was the deepest stare down I'd ever seen in my life. And I would legitimately would not have been shocked if they just stood there for half a second or a full second.
Yeah, the music cut out and you know, all you hear is.
Yeah. They're definitely both players who could stand still, but I got to figure that out later.
It's like that typical like manga trope where they're like, we're fighting in our heads.
Yes.
And then Danbi just dies.
They're
like,
vision
I lost.
fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, yoinked. Okay, Danbi managed to get the DI just right in time.
Oh, I'm scared. You know, as opposed to before where it was like a mix-up, I don't know about that option where it was like,
Wow, that set's so high. No way.
yeah, I was about to say, no way, indeed.
Yeah, 2 options almost caught crazy bad DI. The back air from Yoshi is really good at getting surprise KOs because if you're holding in for it, it just sends you right off the top. That's exactly the thing that Danbi had covered way earlier in the set, but it's so hard to cover from that position. The teleport just above the ledge to avoid the 2-frame. And again, Cheeks mixing it up, gets the dash attack, get up attack just in time to avoid these kill setups. And the intangibility, the tramp.
Even with that stare down, we were already at like a minute. Like we were probably at like a minute 45 or something like that. Man, it's just I don't want you to get in.
No, staying away.
Yeah.
Cheeks very measured and calm on defense. It's crazy how much Danbi can pressure you and pressure you out of nowhere in situations where you didn't think you had to deal with any of that. And he's still able to make calculated decisions on defense in order to not just like panic lose a stop.
And that's what Danbi does. He'll catch you in those moments where you're just like, okay, I want to get back in the game, or I'm breaking your defense down. And then, you know, we saw earlier where there was a set where, you know, Yanni kind of just panicked and disadvantaged. You know, Danbi feasts on that type of stuff. You know,
He
you
loves
panic, you pick an option, all of a sudden you're spiked at like 80.
Yoshi is like a prime character to punish a lot of the defensive tools in the game. Like air dodges, he can eat alive.
Yeah.
He's got multiple moves that either do a lot of damage at early percents or late percents, or even certain positions can get those free spikes, off-stage stuff. It is nasty.
Yeah, that aerial drift too. Man.
Yeah, he can usually cover just about anything. But he can also punish you for being lazy and not pressing an option, so at some point you do have to guess. Shocked, he punished it! The unpunishable move! Cheeks manages to punish, and look at all that he's got for it!
It should be like a hero type thing where if you punish that move, you win the game.
You get like
oh,
a boost.
Yeah, right?
Suddenly, Palu has limit.
Oh, God.
It's fair, because, you know, it'll go away after 15 seconds.
No way. I thought that was going to kill.
Yeah, barely didn't. Yoshi's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, use the little egg, get around that mix with the explosive flame, which normally would force a ledge interaction. No shot that does anything. Yeah, okay. Can't double jump out of it. What? Oh, because he double jumped, he thought he was going to be fine, but didn't grab the ledge with those eggs. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah. I was worried because Cheeks only really got a grab punish. You know, there wasn't really that much, but the positioning is so well for him because he's been doing it like just setting up, you know, setting up defense.
Danbi low profiling the auto reticle to get in.
I'm saying. It's like turns into a Velociraptor. Wants to be a T-Rex when they can, but Velociraptor switch up real quick.
Oh, yeah. I just felt like a Velociraptor, but I hit like a T-Rex.
Yeah. That's Yoshi to a T.
Perfect up air. I'm shook that that up air connected on the get-up attack. Is Palu really that tall?
Yeah,
I guess
pretty
so.
tall.
And she was low to the ground. Nair out of the combo. That's my combo now.
And sneaking in a back air?
I did not expect that to connect.
No way. Neither did Danbi, too. That's DI looked a little off.
Had to have been a combo at that point. Because typically that looked like a situation you might be able to double jump out of, and even if it eats all your armor, you're still living.
Yeah.
What a forward tilt to call the dash in from Cheeks. Not able to fully convert into a kill, though. Very crucial. What a punish. Again, though, Cheeks' DI is incredible.
Yeah. Took that Nair all the way, mixing up with 2 other aerials.
Solid position from Danbi to get the first Nair, but Cheeks mixing it up on the second. Ledge trap time. What can you do? Oh!
We're swinging right now.
Forward air, but Cheeks was able to mix up the landing as well.
Ooh. Supposed to flame barely out of that range.
Not giving him the roll.
So scary.
This is so similar to what we were seeing with Kenny G, where it's like he's not committing to going crazy at you. You have to chase down Cheeks, give him a lot of opportunity to gain this extra damage.
Okay, he didn't punish it exactly, he punished the move afterwards.
Yeah, but that's almost punishing the move.
Yeah, right?
Wow, he high-profiled it.
Wow, what an option there to get on the platform and then immediately dash attack once you read that roll. And I can't even say anything, and Danbi's deleted from the screen.
It is just consistent, solid play from Cheeks. Such a solid keep-away game. It's hard to play keep-away against Yoshi.
Oh, for sure. And, I mean, you love to see it. Cheeks recently coming off that win at Freaks, using that momentum to push yourself further in other brackets.
Exactly. Staying solid.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to be a like a playstyle momentum shift from Danbi, because he's usually pretty good at slowing down the pace if he wants to, setting up some eggs, not chasing.
Danbi's a Game 5 type of guy.
He is a Game 5 type of guy. But I feel like if you slow down the pace too much to Cheeks' speed that he wants it to be at, usually is in his favor.
Yeah.
Danbi's going to have to start finding ways to get Cheeks to want to bite. He started already with a huge combo because he caught that bite.
Yeah, and we've been missing seeing that from Danbi, where he gets you to not from like 0 to like 60 to 70.
Yeah, Cheeks has been like naring out of combos. Danbi hasn't really found anything super juicy in the past couple games.
But starting off here, I mean, this is where you want to do it, to see if you can reverse 3-0 somebody.
Ooh, tries to set up that meaty egg, but smart by Cheeks to roll in there. It's pretty much the only thing the egg doesn't lock down.
And some of these run-up smash attacks that Danbi's letting out is crazy. Like,
yeah, I don't know if he's like trying to run up down tilt or very intentionally down smashing. I feel like the way Danbi is as a player, he means to do this.
Yeah.
I just do not have the Danbi brain to understand like the 100% the goal. Oh, the miss input.
He did that earlier to Eidos, and he's like, oh, let me play the hits for you.
Yeah, that was Cheeks recognizing that Danbi was kind of in a panic situation, so even though he made it back out of the scramble, he was buffering that air dodge.
And what's different, because like you said, when he did it to Eidos, he just did the back air part, and the second time he read you with the air dodge. This time he put him in a scary spot, and he's like, I know you're going to air dodge because you're scared.
Man, this time Danbi's starting off the next stock immediately with one of those combos that we were looking for. One hit to 67, doing a great job of capitalizing on the little things. And double jump armor gets you out of the same kind of stuff that Cheeks would have been able to do that right back to you.
Yeah. Maybe Danbi's just trying to switch up that momentum with these smash attacks that he hasn't really been doing all set. And it has been catching Cheeks off guard.
That is definitely one of those things you can do. If your opponent expects certain options in neutral, you start throwing more things at them that they're not looking for. Weird stuff starts to work.
Man, that nair. Oh.
What a fall down. Cheeks intentionally going off stage so he doesn't have to deal with a mix there. Knows that he has time to mash out and get back to ledge.
Yeah. Oh, it's so scary. Sometimes you want to take that egg and sometimes you don't.
No, again, Danbi getting a miss input, putting himself off stage, giving up the ledge trap, manages to clean it up.
Man, these teleports have been doing so well for Cheeks. Like, the places he's taking himself to teleport.
And it's such subtle changes in where he's landing with those teleports. And most of it you really wouldn't notice if you're not looking for it, because he's still snapping ledge at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But he's changing where Danbi's able to two-frame him.
And you got to do that against Yoshi. He just covers so much area.
Especially as meaty as that neutral air is. Tried to stall with the egg, but that explosive flame lasts so long. Wow, and he chased the teleport as well.
Oh, this is not where you want to be at if you're Danbi.
That air dodge put him in an ugly spot, and look, Cheeks is just waiting.
Just waiting under the house.
Ooh, one single hit back air. Perfect setup for the up tilt. Danbi last stock. This is the stock of champions for him.
Yeah.
Down in percent. Not out until it says game.
But the way Cheeks has been playing, I don't know if Danbi can take this game. It's just so tough.
It is going to be tough.
A lot of the options that Cheeks is picking in disadvantage is just like, not only gets him out of it, but puts him in advantage.
Exactly. You know? He's not giving Danbi a lot of room to work with. Tries to set up another egg on the platform, but Cheeks stays below.
And that's what puts the fear in you when you're like, okay, I can put you in a combo. But if he gets out of it with a nair, all of a sudden you're off stage.
Yeah. And
it makes you second guess yourself.
Danbi is just button after button. There's not a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
In his options, and I feel like Cheeks is just preying on that.
Yeah, and that's it. Because He's been trying to go for that explosive flame, like kind of in that area where you're near ledge, but it's not only till he started to do it off stage that it was catching just Danbi just slipping there.
Exactly.